Well, hello, boys and girls. It's good to be with you this time. We're going to have an exciting experiment today. And in particular, we're going to learn something about all living organisms. First off, we want to make sure you understand that all living things contain what we call DNA. DNA is called deoxyribonucleic acid, and that is DNA. And I'm sure you looked at the television and seen crime stories about DNA and how they've been solved because they found the DNA of the guilty person. Or you've heard about new kinds of crops that scientists have come up with that ward off insects and just are really good to grow. And that's because scientists have been able to isolate the DNA and make new kinds of products, especially in agriculture. So we know that DNA is important in working on crime scenes, important in finding new agricultural processes, and also in medicine. So this is how we're going to do. We have the following things. First, we have some strawberries. You know what they are. My, it's the season for them. Strawberries are wonderful. So, materials today are most important. But as you see, I have my mask on, and I want to make sure you have yours on. And also, you're going to make sure that you are not close to each other, but you have your materials. Now, what I suggest is that you get 3 plastic cups, 3 plastic cups, 1, 2, and 3. Now, one of these plastic cups has a coffee filter in it, and what we're going to do is make sure that one of our cups has some water. And we're going to pour just a little water around the sides of the coffee filter in the cup and make sure that the coffee filter sticks to the side of the cup. And if you'll notice now, the water drains right through the coffee filter. And we're going to make sure that happens because we're going to do something special with it in a few minutes. And we put that to the side. Next, we're going to put 3 strawberries in a Ziploc resealable bag. Now, I have me several strawberries over here. Let's see if I can pick out some good ones. All right. I think I have 3 nice ones. And I'll put these in my Ziploc bag and seal it back up. And then this is where the fun begins. We're going to crush by smushing, by squeezing these strawberries in this bag. Just keep squeezing. Just have fun. Just squeeze the strawberries. Just mush them all up. Just keep going until you get them all mushed really well. And in doing so, you'll notice your strawberries look like this. They're all smushed up and got a little juice down in there too as well. All right, now we put this to the side. Once your strawberries are all mushed up and squished and everything. And then we're going to take a teaspoon, and as we use our teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So we pour 1/2 teaspoon. So you just guesstimate as close as you can. About 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So we have a box of salt, a teaspoon, and measure just 1/2, just 1/2. And then we put the salt aside, okay? And next, we're going to put this salt in a clear cup, okay? Now, we're going to add water to the salt. So, my cup of water. About 1/3, I just pour it all into the salt. And I put this cup aside. Now, I'm going to use a tablespoon. Now, you notice a tablespoon is bigger than a teaspoon. See the sizes of these? One is bigger than the other. So if you just have a teaspoon, we're going to measure 4 teaspoons or 1 tablespoon of dishwashing liquid. So since I have a tablespoon, I'm going to put a tablespoon of dishwashing liquid right into the water. Okay, dishwashing liquid is in the water. And you're wondering, well, what in the world are we making now? This is called an extraction solution. Remember now, we're supposed to get some DNA from some strawberries, right? And we can put this liquid to the side, and we can see about our strawberries, and hopefully yours are looking like mine. See how mine look? Okay. Now, next thing we're going to do is make sure that all of this in the Ziploc bag, strawberries are nice and juicy and squishy. And then we're going to open the bag, and we're going to take 3 tablespoons. Remember the big spoon. Use a big spoon or you use 4 teaspoons. And we're going to put 3 tablespoons. So that means there'll be 12 teaspoons of this extraction solution. Remember now, this is called an extraction solution. Now, what's going to happen is something real different. Once we put these 3 tablespoons of extraction liquid into the strawberries. Alright, I have 1 tablespoon. Let's see now if I can do this really alright. 1. Okay. Then we have 2 tablespoons. Okay, 2. And 1 more tablespoon. And we're going to look and see how different the strawberries look. Man, wow. They do look different, don't they? Oh my goodness, they look different. Oh, that is so different. Now what you want to do is take a picture of what your strawberry bag looks like. Or you want to write a description of the strawberries and the extraction solution. They sure look different. Yes, they do. Oh, yes, man. Okay, let's see what we're going to do this time. Okay, let's squeeze the mixture of strawberries and extraction solution for about a minute. We're going to, what you call pulverize, get all the goodies out of the strawberries that we can. So now remember, this extraction solution is supposed to break down the cells of the strawberries so that all the DNA can come out, you see. You got to get all the DNA out of these strawberries. And the way that's going to go, we just have to keep squishing for about a minute. Keep moving the strawberries about a minute. Yeah. All right. Now, I think mine might be almost ready. So, we have our cup with our coffee filter. And we're going to open our bag of strawberry mixture. And we're going to pour it into the cup with the filter. Let's see how this is going to go. Oh, we want to get it all in there. Every bit of it out of the bag. Into the filter. Get it all out. Yep, we're going to get every bit of it out of here. Excellent, excellent. Wow, you've done a great job. Wow. Now, it may take a minute or two. And all the juice from the strawberries is going to come out the filter. But if you want to pick it up like I'm doing, that'll be just fine. So we want all the juice to come out of there. All the juice to come out of, oh yeah, it's doing really well. If you hold it up, you can see it dripping out. That's wonderful. Now it's going to take a minute or two. In the meantime, I want you to take pictures, write observations, so you can make sure you have a record of what's going on. And basically, this is what scientists do all the time. They're going to extract all the DNA, and we're going to see what happens. See? Wow. It's coming through. Yep. So we're just going to let that sit aside for a minute. And I want you to write your observations. Yes. Now, in the meantime, we're going to put our empty cup in front of us. And we're going to get some cold isopropyl alcohol and pour it into the cup. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Pour the alcohol until we get about 1/3. 1/3. Okay. Now let's look at our cup with the strawberries and the juice dripping from the coffee filter. You'll see it looks like it's dripping in drops. But that's fine. That means it's doing just fine. I'm going to transfer the filter to another cup. We have our DNA solution of strawberries. And we have some alcohol. Let's see here. We have the alcohol in this cup, and we have the solution of strawberry DNA. Now, what we're going to do is carefully pour the alcohol down the side of the cup into the strawberry solution. Very carefully. Very, very carefully. Until it's all in the container. Now you want to make sure you don't shake the cup that has the strawberry DNA in it. Now, we should have a layer of alcohol and a layer of strawberries with DNA at the bottom. And if you look at your container, it looks like real cloudy down in the bottom. And guess what? That's the DNA coming out. All the little clouds you see, that's the DNA coming out. And we let it sit for a minute. Now if you hold it up and look very carefully, you will see like a white film all about the top of the strawberries mixture. And guess what? That's the DNA coming out. Yes, it is. Now you're going to wonder, well, how in the world can we take it out of there? So what we're going to do is use a wooden stick. I have a dowel. It's just a wooden stick. And yours may not look like mine, but it'll be all right. And you're going to carefully place the dowel or the wooden stick all the way down into the layer where you saw it real cloudy. And move it slowly about on the top. And as you look at the stick, you're going to see a white, ooky looking substance on the stick. And guess what? That is the DNA of the strawberries. Now we could even go further if we had a real great microscope. We could put this down and on a slide, on a microscope, and we could actually see the DNA. Well, boys and girls, this is what we did for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And guess what? Our next exercise will be using some bananas and some kiwi fruit. And we're going to see if all these look the same. I guess you'll think, well, the DNA is DNA. And we can pretty much see it looks just alike. All right, signing off now. Until next time. Bye now.